I observed. I absorbed. And I soon learned that an age-old gate built by our ancestors is hidden in the heart of the spire. A Webway gate connected to the world outside. I can unseal it and forge our path to salvation. I can help you make your way out of the dark city and leave this place behind. But you must take me to the gate. My mind is still firm, and my spirit is unbreakable. My body, on the other hand, will not soon forget pain's embrace.
What is the point of your question, Zelentak? I can guide you to the gate myself, but not before Clendel Marsh, who walks the path of the Farseer, the all-seeing eye and timeless sentinel of Crudarach, pours the light of truth into the bottomless well of my fear and doubt.
Okay, the Farseer is at your disposal, Idira.
I feared this moment would never come.
Earliet takes a deep breath and looks into the Farseer's eyes.
Look at me, Clendel, and tell me what adversity befell our home. As a council member, you cannot possibly be unaware of the truth. And Clendel, do not even consider hiding anything from me.
Sometimes ignorance truly is bliss, my child. But I cannot deny you your right to know the truth.
The Farseer tosses back his head, and his voice sounds like rolling thunder.
When we found ourselves amid the stars of this stellar fabric, we encountered a Monkey ship. A ship much too puny to take on an Asuryani world, or so we thought. Until the council was struck with a vision of the horror to come, this ship would be our doom. Not only for us on Crudarach, but for all Eldari kind among the nearby stars. And even for those whose paths stretched far beyond the stars. We could not allow such a thing to happen. When the ship approached, we pierced it with 100 salvos, and then rejoiced, for among the wreckage the rangers found no trace of the foreseen curse. Asuryani, how wrong we were. The ships that returned from their reconnaissance to our starports were already carrying it on their wings. Whether it was a scratch from a passing wreck or the infected ashes of the Monkey ship that the cosmic winds had not had time to disperse, the plague crept into our home, and immediately began to eat away at the craftworld's very flesh. In the Infinity Circuit, the souls of the ancestors battled the spreading pestilence ferociously, but the world was falling apart and there was no stopping it. Spires collapsed, rivers dried up, the ground itself sank. And all living things turned into a strange blend of organic matter and metal. We fought for our home until the very end. But, when it became clear that Crudarach was beyond saving, the council decided to gather all who remained, board them on the surviving shuttles, and scatter across the galaxy to look for salvation. And that was what we did.
But who steered the infected vessel towards Crudarach? You said a disease broke out aboard the ship. If your kin fled Crudarach, how did you end up here? Is Crudarach completely destroyed? What do you think, Iliad? Okay, but who steered the infected vessel towards Crudarach?
I am afraid you already know the answer, Elentak. You just cannot accept it. Your predecessor, she who previously owned this vessel and your entire protectorate, the monkey who kept a piece of my homeworld in her study, like a trifle or trophy of no great significance.
So it was your accursed kind.
Clendel's eyes light with golden radiance.
Wait, Clendel. Shedding innocent blood will not bring our home back. The Elentak is guilty only of helping me to reach this place and free you.
The blood of the executioner of our people flows through the veins of the one you long to save. What has the Monkey done to deserve your mercy?
The golden sparks slowly die away, and the Farseer wearily closes his eyes.
So it was Theodora, okay. So you said a disease broke out aboard the ship.
You want to know how your kinspeople destroyed my world? So you can follow their example?
No.
Answer the question, Clendel. Not for the Monkey's amusement, but for the sake of those whose souls dissolved in infinity.
At first we thought the Monkey were in the service of the greatest enemy of our kind, the one who lurks beyond the edge of reality. But the world's affliction manifested itself differently. It distorted Crudarach while avoiding encounters with the souls of our ancestors. We were waiting for Silanthresh, the destroyer of souls, to burst her way in through the gaping wounds of the world, yet her gaze was directed away from our suffering. No one ever managed to identify the nature of the curse even as we watched it destroy our home. And so, having lost all hope of saving it, we fled.
So if your kin fled Crudarach, how did you end up here? That's true.
Our twisted cousins found our arcs in the void's cold embrace. At first it seemed they were going to save us, to extend a helping hand, and so we told them what had happened to Crudarach and where to look for it. But our cousins' souls are dark and thirst for blood. My arc was one of the first they seized. The Drukhari massacred hundreds of thousands of their own kind for fleeting pleasure's sake, and enslaved the Farseers for their accursed experiments. And that, Monkey, was how I ended up hanging in this cage.
So is Crudarach completely destroyed? That is hard to believe.
The Arabenian took care of what remained. But that is none of your concern, Monkey.
Earliot is silent for a while, and then says coldly,
But Eklundal, how did Crudarach end up in the Expanse, this close to Monkey's ships and the Dark One's hunting grounds?
That was the path chosen by the Council, my child. We had charted Crudarach's course among the stars for years, and no one had an inkling of the terrible fate that would await us in the place that promised us salvation. No one knew.
The Farseer looks away for a mere second, but an itching sensation immediately burrows its way into the base of your skull. Something is wrong here.
The paths I have walked have taught me a great deal. To see the truth where it is concealed, and not to hesitate to cut off the head of a lying snake that tries to coil around my heart.
Earliot stares unblinkingly at her fellow Eldari, fury gleaming in her eyes.
If the entire Farseer Council failed to foresee their world's doom, then everything the children of Asuryani have been taught about paths for centuries is a lie. You are hiding something, Eklundal.
Yep.
Speak. Speak now.
Yeah, totally. He's totally hiding something.
How dare you take that tone with me, outcast? I am not obliged to justify myself before you, let alone protest my innocence.
So we freed you from the homunculus torture chamber, Eklundal. And this is the thanks we get. If you wish to leave this place alive, you would do well. I mean, they are all... Perhaps I should put you back in cage. You have already told us almost everything. Why hold anything back? Yeah, let's go with this. Or should we go with Iliad? Yeah, Iliad.
Crudarach is no more. Our home is destroyed, and our surviving kin are scattered across the Expanse, scared and defenseless. They're hunted by the Monkey, the Dark Ones, and the ever-hungry Silantrush. Tell me, Eklundal Marsh, who walks the path of the Farseer, are lies and eternal wandering in the void all that the children of Asuryani who come after us will inherit?
The Farseer's emerald green eyes are filled with despair.
We had been steering Crudarach along a course prophesied by the stars themselves, until Shile's tumultuous currents cast us to the edge of the Great Wound. A storm was coming, threatening to sweep Crudarach away from its path, and so the Council decided on a route to safety across the nearest islet of Hope and into the place known among the Monkey as the Coronis Expanse. We stood by our decision, but there came a point where the prophecies became ever darker and more unsettling. Someone proposed altering the course, but the closing grip of raging Shile was blocking our path on all sides. It was then that the Council's opinion was split. My vote was the deciding one in that difficult debate, for I believed that the prophecy that had promised us salvation in the Expanse could not have been a lie. You already know what happened next.
The Farseer closes his eyes and turns away, unwilling to meet Earliot's gaze. Earliot looks lost.
So we were doomed. I should have stayed on Crudarach. I could have tried to help those who survived the disaster, if only I had not chosen that accursed path and left the craftworld. I could have at least tried to save someone. Okay. So you abandoned Crudarach when it needed you, and now everyone you know is dead. What did you think was going to happen? Okay, you're not to blame. Subverting fate is beyond your power. Was it not the Farseer who made a bad decision? What difference would it have made if you had been on Crudarach? So have you not found out everything you wanted? Would you like me to kill this Farseer? Okay. Yeah, so you abandoned Crudarach when it needed you, and now everyone you know is dead. What did you think was going to happen?
Deep in my heart, I always knew I would not feel truly alive or free behind Crudarach's protective domes. That was why I kept putting off my return. However, although the blame lies with me, it is too early yet for me to leave this world. Come with me, Eklundal. We have a lot to do before the Great Oblivion. We will find our brothers and sisters and protect them from those who seek to harm them. Perhaps we may even find a new home.
Your words are like a healing melody flowing into my tormented soul.
For the first time, a slight smile graces the Farseer's lips.
I accept your proposal, my child.
Okay, so we need to escort Farseer to Webway gate and talk to Iliad aboard the void ship. So we are not there yet. So, ooh, okay. So everything is hidden. Okay, now. Okay, that means new bad things are gonna happen. Okay, let's try to go this way.
A new challenge for me?
Let's see first, because we got so many goodies here. Right? Yeah. Modified this Venom Blade. Okay, we're gonna look at that. Dark Lance. Yeah, you cannot use any of this. Let's see you. I mean, the best you can do is this. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you cannot use anything. Let's see. This is a flamer. Now we have the big one. So, neither do you. Ooh. Ah. Okay, so the other one is... Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to replace the catapult, because that one is a burst fire. Now. Ooh, okay, so you have this. 25. Nope. Oh. This one does a ton of damage. And it's poisonous. How are you with... Okay. But I like those things, you see? Each hit decreases the target's weapon skills. But this one does a damage of 3141. Sharpened. Venom Blade. And it has that brutal strike. But look at the damage. 3141. It's borderline double. So, let me check something. How are you with... Ooh, okay. Okay. This is, okay. I want to try this. Look at this. Woohoo! I mean, that sharpened Venom Blade, it's totally worth it. You, Sam. Okay, you still with that boom, 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 boom. So how is this compared to this? Cost 1 AP. Nah, you're fine. Now, let's see. How is this compared to... Ah, no. The other one is better. It shields 40%. Okay. Now, as armor... This is 30. Ah, you cannot wear that. Ah, all the others are old. Okay. You... Yeah, you don't use the shield. And as armor... Oh, nothing beats that 85%. You don't need... Let's see, how is your armor? This is a 30. Ah, you cannot. Okay, you're fine. Ooh. You can look at you. Ranger armor. Okay, yeah. It's like... Even the name says Ranger armor. Okay. Let's look at you, Kibela. Let's see. So you have the 45. Yeah. And you don't have any armor. Okay. And this is what? So after the wearer performs a melee area attack, they gain 5 dodge reduction and parry reduction for each target affected by that attack. Oh. And the one you have is when the wearer uses Endure, they immediately remove one of the effect. No, you'd use this. When the wearer performs a melee area attack, this should be this, the Brutal Strike. Yep, you get this. And it's Boots. Whenever the wearer attacks an enemy behind cover with a range attack, cover efficiency is decreased. Oh. And this is increases the rate fire of that wear weapons by 1. Each time an enemy is killed, perplexed is inflicted on all other enemies. Using a non-attack ability grants the wearer 5 bonus to dodge and parry for each enemy adjacent to the wearer for 1 round. This effect stacks. Now, look at the other one I have. Whenever the attack of opportunity is performed against the wearer, the wearer gains 1 stack of vengeance effect. Vengeance. The character's attack of opportunity deal an additional... No, I don't care about this. Because the one I have is the Avenger Gauntlets. All attack of opportunity deal an additional +2 damage. Yeah, okay, so this, whenever an enemy makes an attack opportunity against the wearer, that the enemy must pass an agility resistance test or become blinded. Oh, look, the wearer gains if their intelligence is less than 35. So how is your intelligence? You have that. That's good. It's encouraging you not being too intelligent. That's not. At the end of the turn, the wearer gains stacks of tactical advantage equal to the number of enemies they hit during their turn. And what is this tactical advantage? The Master Technique gains a special tactical advantage effect that allows them to empower. They gain 1 stack of this effect for every 5 momentum gained by themselves. Okay. Xeno Emira. Whenever the wearer inflicts burning on an enemy, this effect gains 6 additional levels. Burning. We can already predict. Can you... Yeah, a barbarous compact weapon in form of... you can do even this. Stinger shot once per combat. Okay, so this one. Well, burning. So yeah, we don't need the Rogue Trader cloak. Not for Argenta. That was nice to have, but it's not needed. Range attacks. Yeah, you're not doing attack of opportunity. Okay, run and gun we need, where crit damage bonus is doubled against Xenox, Demons, and Psychers. Wonder if this shouldn't be Iliad. Grants 15% crit hit chance to range attack against enemies with less than 50% wound. So you gain 15% crit hit chance to range. But we know how to use the crits. We know how to trigger crits. But here... No, we were looking at this one, sorry. Whenever the wearer scores a crit hit with a range attack, the next attack against any target automatically hits. Oh yeah, this stays. Whenever the wearer attacks an enemy behind cover with a range attack, cover efficiency is decreased by -40% for that attack. Okay, yeah, whenever the wearer performs a single shot range attack from any cover, this attack gains... Ooh. So, reduce the cover or extra armor penetration. Options. The wearer range attacks inflict 6 level of bleeding, or whenever the wearer uses Endure. No. Okay. We need the momentum. Run and gun. Okay. Endure day. Okay, this stays. Increases the rate of fire. This would be awesome to Ulfar. Whenever an attack opportunity is performed, the wearer gains 1 stack of vengeance. Agility bonus time vengeance stack. Yeah, so this one against the wearer. Okay. I think we are all set. Yeah, okay. And oh yeah, this one we go by type. Because we need this, the wounds. Where are the wounds? This one. These are the traumas. Because this area is so bad. Okay. And even you can use. Look at you. Okay, so yeah, let's fill up. You see here it has only 1. Let's make it 2. Okay, any more for traumas? Bleeding, toxins. These are the normal. Ooh, removes the trauma. Okay. Yeah, let's put this one. And you have this. Let's give you this. So you have 2. And what? Oh, you can carry only 1? Why? Up, probably. Okay. Now to the outside. I think it's there where we should go, right? Okay, this one. Find a way. The key to a webway was found during the sprint. Now Iliad can use it to open the webway gate. I think we need to go out. So let's slowly.
I have rarely given a thought to the price our dark kin pay to save their souls from the clutches of she who thirsts. But now I see the price their victims pay. The price my kin have paid.
Okay. Yeah, let's try to go this way. But again. Uh-oh. What? Benji?
Victory awaits.
Well, I don't know about it. Like, let's stay calm, okay? Let's be calm. Okay, I don't think we've been this way. Or were we? I'm surprised that is... I don't think we've been this way. Let's try to go... Ooh, yeah. Let's try to go this way. Slowly. Oh! Ooh, trap. Okay. So calm down. Slow down. And let's get this. Okay. Yeah, there are still traps. Uh-oh, another. Yeah.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay, let's go up here. Medicap.
The corpse was dismembered and then reassembled, apparently, while still alive.
Ooh.
Numerous stitches and burns indicate that the surgeon was not concerned with humane treatment.
Well, duh. Okay, slow down. Yeah, take this. Nothing. Here is the... to escape. Yeah, what do we have here? Slowly.
Pay attention.
Oh yeah. We pay attention.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, disarm. Okay, here. Main hall. Okay, is this? Probably.
Over there.
Right away. Okay, so who? Ah,
Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
None shall stand in my way.
calm down. Okay, pick this.
We need to investigate.
More traps. Ooh, this area is full of traps. Someone was busy putting all these traps here. Okay. So what did you see? Ah, there is one here. Some goods. But first... Oh my god. There are berries here. And... berries here too. Okay. I wonder if... Yeah, let's... This is gonna end up in a fight, right? Yep. But this is a problem. It can be a problem. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Victory awaits.
let's pick a fight. There you go. Okay. So, yeah, they got some fresh injury, old injury,